And we are back for day 2 of GSL vs. the World. I'm Tasteless, and joined with me is Artosis, Rotterdam, and Maynard. What's up, guys?
I'm just happy to be here again, man. 2 days in a row. Great StarCraft, 2 days in a row. First series of the day is going to be incredible as well. Very excited.
Yes, yes.
I'm actually almost upset that we need to talk to each other. And
I know, I want to jump right into this game.
Let's get these games on right now.
Yep. And listen, if you guys are in Korea and you didn't come down yesterday, first off, you're a fool. You made a huge mistake.
Yeah.
So many fans down watching great matches.
From all over the world as well. That's so freaking cool. I just met a Dutch guy. He's like, I bet you didn't expect to run into a Dutchie. I was like, no, I didn't.
Here are today's matches. Anything stick out to you guys, especially you, Tasteless, because you called it yesterday?
Well, I think I'm going to just repeat myself again. I think the first match is going to be very exciting.
Oh, you won't say that, Tasteless.
And here come our two players now. Cyril versus TY is about to start in this best of 5.
Pro gamer versus commentator. We have had a commentator from our region as well that also defeats Cyril from time to time. Funnily enough, he was also a pro gamer and then became a caster within months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Months ago. And
don't know who you could be talking about there.
I mean, the list is short. You could probably put 2 and 2 together.
I'm pretty sure that Neeb stated clearly yesterday that EU sucks, and I'm pretty sure that commentators are better than it. So I'm looking at a TY victory here. A nice sweet little 3-2.
ENCE Esports, Cyril.
Our king, our emperor. These Reapers are just really not that effective anymore. Of course, if they're in a group, if they can launch their KD8 grenades, will be just fine. Not sure where that one was going, but
yeah, I don't know what the I don't know what the story with that was. All right, we've got this one swarm host coming out here.
Yeah.
That's the hero unit. That's Cyril in there.
I'll show my father.
Cyril loses the game.
I'll show my father. I'll be the best unit ever. The Zerg is obviously locked in their build. You can't get a spawning pool earlier than what he's getting it right now because of the choice to go hatch first. So TY going to try and dive into the natural here, and this is one of the reasons why this map isn't too bad for Zerg generally, because it's hard to get those run-bys, but I tell you what, this one looks pretty damn good, Tasteless. 11 drones. TY keeps finding this econ damage. Oh, a nice cluster of drones getting barbecued right there.
Okay, he's coming in now. TY needs to make this attack work. Cyril, again, he's very good at finessing against these tanks. He comes in there, he guns him down, he darts back, but the Ravager count's getting lower and lower and lower. Oh, great neural parasite here.
Couple neurals on those Cyclones, because why not? Takes them out of the mix. I'm actually a little surprised that the Cyclones are being thrown in here.
Yeah.
But, you know, I expected more tanks, I guess.
I actually, in the fight, almost didn't see them because I was watching the tanks and the Ravagers so much.
Well,
nicely done! He can
grabs.
gun the tanks down in the back!
Certainly can. These tanks are going to start shooting their own kind here, taking them out one at a time for that high ground.
Oh, he's so good.
He is so good,
This is so smart. And then, of course, he can easily kill those tanks as they're neural parasited. That's a word.
And the top left with a brilliant game 2 on Acropolis. This is
Splice, TY.
Sounds like the crowd actually might be on TY's side here. Looks like the Koreans want Korea to fight back, Tyson.
Well, I mean, let's not forget, Maynard, this is really, truly a story of the caster versus the pro gamer.
That's right.
Okay,
yeah,
and there's a lot of caster fans out there, you know. So
all those get out of my lobby nerd from back in 2010. Now we're finally fighting back. Thanks, TY.
That's right.
Thanks to
TY is showing them,
you
know, don't mess with these casters.
He can clean this up. The bunker going to help out for TY, but there is a lot of Link Bane here, Tasteless. Sailor wrapping him around. Does he have enough army to push through?
The Banelings are going to try to break through this narrow area. The Link's surrounding the tanks, and it looks like he actually has done it. He's going to get the surround in here, and somehow TY's position has been denied.
Oh, these drones are stacked up a little bit, Tasteless.
Oh, this is actually pretty nice splitting here by Cyril, considering 12 drones killed so far with plenty more Hellions out there. And we got a Nidus coming here, Maynard, and there's Swarmhouse coming. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Look at the creep just grow out here.
Yeah, it's looking nice. The right side's left a little bit to be desired.
Anymore, and TY's going to look like he's in the single-player campaign. He's got to like slowly push out across the map and kill all the Zerg stuff.
Yeah, he has to survive for 30 minutes until the battle cruiser comes.
And on the very corner of the map is Cyril Kerrigan just laughing at him. Hey, remember that scene in the campaign? There's a couple of them where Kerrigan like calls in, and she's like talking smack to Jim Raynor. You ever think that there actually has to be an infested Zerg cameraman at that moment? Actually feel like, okay, Sarah, we're going live in 3, 2.
They do such a good job.
I always
of
crack up
here,
thinking about that moment. I'm like,
I never thought of that, Tasteless.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a bunch of production Zergs back there, you know, making sure this all goes well, because Sarah's going to be really mad if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, this is looking like it's getting a little bit tough for TY. He hasn't found too much damage in the late stage game. Cyril on burrows and fungles. Those Banshees are going to chain down a few of them here as well.
So good.
Really nice catch from Cyril. Nice ambush with those burrowed infestors. Very good stuff. This is really smart from TY. We've seen some Terrans trying to do this in late game, going for some bio transition for some creep spread clearing and some harassment gear. But the main fight here is at the front. Oh, Fungal and Tamble with Parasitic Bomb. These Vikings are all dead. TY, oh no!
Let's do it. Let's see if Hero Marine can put up a good barter fight or whatever it's...
Mouse Esports, Hero Marine.
Is it Mouse Esports or Mouse Sports?
That's so funny because I was about to talk about this. Like, I actually think they've kind of sort of embraced the Mouse Esports, but it definitely used to be Mouse Sports. Like in my days when I was playing Warcraft 3 and they were already around, it was definitely always just Mouse Sports.
Yeah.
Often abbreviated like Mouse with a Z as well, you know, just like Mouse Sports. But Genius activated my trap card. I like it. The mines. Well, the first mine does get shut down, but the second one gets a really big an Oracle as well. Are you kidding me?
By the way, I gotta say, this medevac, this skin from the war chest really makes me think that the medevac is consistently revelated.
I really wonder how it looks if you have like Ignite Afterburners. Is it just like...
Oh my god, yeah!
Does it just stay like this forever?
We'll have to ask Kelliger. He's the only player I've ever seen upgrade that.
At the global finals as well, though, to his defense.
Style points.
Yep.
So still so hard to actually engage into this.
Yep, that's a very big stim, and this time the Purification Novas do hit. This is one of these builds as well where I feel like it's like this looks really cool, but then you try it, you're gonna be supply blocked all the time because this kind of stuff is so much harder to execute than what it looks like. It's like, Trap's having fun with a Depths and a Prism, I can do that, and then, you know, either you get dropped and you lose everything, or you supply blocked all the time. It's like
1,700 minerals on 2 base.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. Like, it's like this is one of these things where like I appreciate it, but I'm not even gonna try it because it's above my pay grade, and I'm okay with that. Well, there's a High Templar in the mix there.
That's hilarious. I guess they do look kind of similar, right?
I'd love to see a Game 5. On the other end, I mean, I also would be quite happy to see a Protoss and a Korean player advance then, you know. I feel like we always win here.
You already have stats. How much do you need, Roddy?
I need stats, Classic, and Trap.
Well, I think you're going to get Classic too. Yeah, pretty sure.
We lost a lot of our Koreans then. We need to get at least a couple, right?
Yeah, I can't have you circuit folk thinking that you're better than us.
We can't have us rebranding this to WCS Korea.
Yeah.
The very first Soul stuff.
No, I know. Oh my God, please no. Yeah, I can see him actually eliminating the rest of this now. He does have another Viking that finally pops out.
I don't know, man. These Colossus are in trouble, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they're supposed to be. Come on. How hard can it be to kill a Colossus? Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? The War Prism, is that the one that's finally going down? What are we watching?
I can't eat. What? Is that good? Pause the game. Pause the game. Have him fly that back into a turret. This is not, no. There is no way that Colossus, after that attack, is supposed to get out in this War Prism. That's wrong, Roddy. I take my moral stand here. Okay, guys, I got a question for you real quick. Is Raynor the most likable human on Earth?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure, right?
Yes.
I've never actually seen him not smile, except for like the fake pose pictures. Like
even a thumbs up there. This kid is just glowing with charisma.
It's ridiculous. It kind of reminds me of Stefano back in the day, where they're like so good and so charismatic and so nice and stuff.
Yeah. You either like them or you don't have a functioning brain. Like you have a couple of options there.
Yeah, I love how Raynor said I'm 5-0 against him. It's like, well, you technically lost the first 3 times you guys ever played. And of course you could say that like Raynor wasn't the real Raynor by then, but it's like it's kind of funny to start counting when you won the first time.
Yeah,
it's like,
right.
It's like, yeah, you won the last 5, but before that you did lose 3. But of course, I mean, you have to understand the confidence and that he brings to the table.
This is how Terrans going this style actually managed to deal with the late game Infestors. They start to push back the Infestors with the Liberation Zones and also kill the Infested Terrans. Couple Neurals going down. He didn't get the Yamanos off the Infestors in time. And the Corruptor count is really high, Roddy. Damn, they're actually doing all right against these BCs and Neurals all over the place.
The tanks are just not doing anything on the left side. Finally, they're on siege, but they're a little bit late to the party. A lot of BCs are ready to fight again, though. Raynor has been losing a lot of supply. The Roaches and Ravagers show up on the left side, but I don't think that's going to be enough. And I never really saw the Infested Terrans come into place because the Infested count simply wasn't there.
And this fight actually goes pretty bad for Raynor. Cerberus skin. I learned the skin names from down Rotterdam, so
You're so good, man.
I'm all set for the lore questions. Like,
try to become a WCS caster, man.
And then someone on Twitter's like, Maynard, what is Cerberus? I'm like, anyway, this TVZ.
It's so funny, right? There's a lot of official names. It's just like, yeah, things have been like in a certain way for such a long time. It's like circling speed, observer speed. It's like, what's the official name? It's like,
anyway, the Reaper.
Yeah.
I think it might have been against Cyril where he tried to go for a mech opening into bio to try and punish the Swarm Host transition.
Yeah. No, it was Valencia last year, right?
Yeah, Valencia last year.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's something that Special's going for here.
It was really funny because I'm not sure if it's that game exactly, but I remember like talking about that series. And people are like, yeah, it's really good because you force out the Swarmos, and then like the bio shows up its stim and it's really good. But then
works.
the Swarmos just always kill the turret.
Yeah,
It's like you're forcing out the unit that's killing you.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, that's not supposed to happen, you know? Like
Yeah.
Oh, it was so funny.
I mean, it looked good on paper, right?
Yeah,
It just didn't look good in practice.
They're like, no, it's really sick. You force out all the Swarmos. I'm like, yeah, but the Swarmos keeps killing him. It's like, yeah, but that's not supposed to happen. It's like, oh, come on. Hopefully Classic is wearing his fun pants, but I mean, Classic is a big favorite here.
Well, look, no matter what, a Korean gets to move forward, which is
That's
so
true.
important.
Thank God. I mean, we were
Yeah.
running out of them here.
What's the map score, Tasteless?
Right now, 0-0.
But what is it going to be?
I think it's going to be 3-0 Artosis. I think
Wow.
Classic's really going to take it.
Wow.
I know that Fantasy is a great player. He's got a brilliant mind, but Classic just looks unstoppable. And he really beats up on Terrence in a way that's totally different.
He does, but didn't Fantasy say that he was confident?
He did.
And, like, are you just someone who takes what Fantasy, one of the greatest Brood War players of all time, says and just says, well, you don't know what you're talking about, Fantasy. Me, Tasteless, I know. You don't know Fantasy.
In this PVT, I do that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so we're 100% crystal clear, yeah.
Yeah.
I did like this moment we had earlier where this Banshee hid down here next to an observer and then cloaked.
You gotta keep those mind games up, Tasteless.
Yeah, I think Classic may just straight up lose this. Let's see if these SCVs can repair this in time. We have Hellions in the back. That's going to be make it much harder for these Zealots to do the damage to actually take this out. This is sort of the perfect set of units to handle this. And even if the Planetary is taken out, which I think it might barely be saved here. Hold on. Oh, no. Was not repairing that at the last second.
Well, he's losing 2 of his Nexuses right now.
Yeah.
And sure, these carriers are coming down and should be able to clean up the rest of this army. But this definitely feels much better for Classic. Look at that. Great disables even to keep him off his back.
Fantasy is living his best life right now. I can't believe it. Yeah, I mean, he's played perfectly.
Crushing. He's
and
crushing.
Look, the last Nexus goes down, and now Classic is completely broke. Well, there's no way Classic is expecting this.
No.
It's basically, he's dismissed this as a possibility. He's now thinking of every other thing that could happen because this rush is so awkwardly timed. And this is really exhibiting an incredibly deep understanding.
He thinks it's more likely Hellions, so
Here we go.
he's in some serious trouble right here.
Yeah.
This is going to be difficult.
Classic actually looking startled when this even showed up
Yeah.
on our player camera. Now the probes have been pulled here. The Phoenixes are going to come out. They can be pretty handy at disabling these Marauders, but they've now spent their time here. And we're going to have more and more infantry come up here. And keep in mind, this is where these pylons, if we can unpower this, I mean, these gateways are going to go down, and then these bunkers are going to finish.
Well, he's got only 1 SCV left there, so he's got to either send more or give up the bunker plan. But he's got so many units, it might not even matter.
Yeah,
Fantasy crushing through.
Okay, now again, these Phoenixes are over time going to get enough energy to maybe win this fight. He has now unpowered that robo, but it just now gets set back up.
You know what? He gave up 4 or 5 SCVs trying to pull this off, but he's killed way more probes than that.
Okay, here we go. 2 more SCVs coming. It is actually low worker count on both sides, 31 to 34 here.
He's actually misclicking here a lot. Tried to start that bunker up again several times. He could have already had it done.
Did he get every SCV again? Wait, there's one more.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
This series is so good.
Pause the game. Look at that. Gets the forge,
What am
gets
I
the
seeing
pylon,
here?
gets probes.
Whoa,
what are you
whoa,
doing,
whoa,
Classic?
whoa. Okay,
Look, he's
coming
waiting for this. This is what Fantasy wants. Watch, he's going to
Oh.
stim and run, and here comes the medevacs. Whoa, terrible
Okay,
clicks.
I don't know what just happened there. That must have been like a bad hotkey or something.
Yes, that was a bad hockey,
Because
exactly.
that's not a thing that
Yeah.
we just saw there. Oh my God.
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
no.
Oh no! Oh, this is like everything that could have gone wrong for Fantasy went wrong. Games like this, when it gets this unlucky, it can only get worse, Artosis. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
These ones don't fix themselves.
Yeah, I feel like by the end of this game, before we go to break, Fantasy's going to sit up and realize it wasn't a gaming chair he was on. It was actually a bench with wet paint. And the day just gets worse. Well, there's a drop happening over here, but I mean, it's pretty easy to just warp in and take this fight, you know.
Or recall, or like, you know, or do whatever.
Or just let him kill
Or
everything
get
over
out of
there
your
and
chair
still
and
win.
go get a soda at a vending machine and then come back and win this. I mean, it's
Kind of funny that only the Korean Protosses advance.
That is kind of funny.
Funny in like a way.
Yeah.
Not like a
I'm laughing so hard, milk's coming out of my nose.
You also have to be very dirty and have no morals to do Proxy Tempest, as far as I'm concerned.
You sleep on a bed of ladder points. Is how you sleep.
Yeah. But guys, that's all the time we have. Viewers, thank you so much for watching us. We will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. KST for day 3 of GSL versus the World. Bye-bye.
2019 GSL versus the World.